This was a marvelous RP. It was very, very funny. But before we get to that stuff, I have to tell you about the horrible injustice that occurred before the RP, how I got my role stolen from me by my own brother. Me and my brother, before the RP, we were scheming to make me the innkeeper. And the plan was that I would go up there and deliver a beautiful essay, and then he would walk up there and deliver this horrible essay, and it would bring out how good mine was. I wrote, "As the innkeeper of Gilneas, I will provide a warm hearth, delicious food, and a homely atmosphere for the people of Gilneas to enjoy." And I was thinking, how could I lose with an essay that good? But then my brother goes up there, and he says something stupid like, "Hey, I want to be the innkeeper. I will give you 10 gold if you make me the innkeeper." And he won over a measly 10 gold. So since my role was stolen from me by my own brother, I roleplayed as the next best thing. I roleplayed as Victoria, a waitress at the inn with a dark secret. And so, you know, Victoria's Secret, you get it. So she actually does have a secret. It is that she and the innkeeper are both warlocks, which is a crime punishable by death. We flew over to Kiel Harbor to inspect our new inn, and I never noticed how much weird stuff was in the inn. I mean, there are random stashes of cannonballs spread throughout the inn. There are shovels decorating every wall. There are anchors in the windows, and don't forget about the literal cannons decorating the fireplace. The human skulls littering the counter, the sword strapped to the counter, and the pistol, which probably isn't the best thing to put in front of a bunch of drunk men. The first major event that happened in the RP was we got our first customer, Cicada. She was role-playing as a woman traveling with her daughter, although I didn't know it was her daughter at the time. So they just wanted a place to stay and some ale, and I said, "Come over here, come upstairs." And I tried to sell them weed. Oh yeah, did I mention there was weed upstairs? So I told them, "I can sell you some weed." And I thought for sure they would accept. I told them, "Nobody has to know." But then Cicada, she says, "No, how can you sell me drugs in front of my daughter, you sicko?" And I was like, "Oh, you saw nothing." And I just backed away really creepily into the corner. Then the daughter whispers to me, she's like, "I'll take some weed." Then Cicada, she was angry and she took her daughter, she left in a hurry. And me and my brother, we were a little bit alarmed. We were like, "Oh my gosh, she knows about our weed. We have to get her murdered before she can tell the guards." So what we did is every single guard that came to the inn, we made charismatic conversation, and we told them about Cicada, the feral. We told her that this woman came in and that she was very violent and that we totally thought she was a feral. And the truth is that she wasn't a feral at all. But all of the guards believed us. Literally, we incited the entire Gilneas military to go capture Cicada. Everyone was after her, and it was just on our gossip. It was professional trolling. It was marvelous. So after we sent the entire military after Cicada, the queen herself decided to grace us with her presence, and she didn't have an escort on her for some odd reason. And so me and my brother, we were discussing behind the screen that the obvious thing to do in this situation was to take the queen hostage and sell her for a high price. The queen, she was very, very nice to us, so gracious. I just couldn't bring myself to capture her, so she went free, but we were this close to holding her hostage. There was literally a knife in front of me on the table. So then, Cicada came back to the inn with her daughter, and she didn't know that we had sent the entire Gilneas army after her. And so she came here and she was saying, "We're on the run, can you give us a place to stay?" Oh, and I was like, "Oh yeah, totally." I went and I started to distract Cicada. I kept talking to her downstairs, trying to keep her attention, while my brother snuck up the stairs. He stares at her for a second, and then he crawls into bed with her. It was so bad. It was amazing at the time, but in hindsight, I am so ashamed of myself. She's like, "Mommy," when she wakes up. Then Cicada comes running upstairs, and she almost beats the crap out of my brother. But thank God, the guards came in time before she could kill him. The guard tried to arrest her for a crime that there was literally no evidence for. It was really good. And Cicada was being really rude to the guards, so it really worked with our deception. So Cicada escaped the inn and the guard, but she had to leave her daughter with us. So the daughter was like, "Who's my mom now?" And I just walked up to her and I'm like, "I'm your new mother." So I became her mother, and like any good parent, I gave her ale, I gave her weed, I let her do whatever the crap she wanted for about 5 minutes. Then Cicada came back and collected her from me. well, stole her back. So by then, the guard, he realized that we had lied to him to cover up our illegal drugs. So he came back and he tried to attack us, and me and my brother, we were forced to use our Warlock powers to defend ourselves. So we blasted him and we stunned him, and then we ran outside, we got into our coal outfit, we got onto our demon horses, and then we screamed, "We were Warlocks the whole time!" Wah! Oh, it was amazing, and we ran all the way to the graveyard.